Shabbat Shalom. We're living in unprecedented and really crazy times, times of uncertainty and a lot of confusion. And as we look around for some guidance, we watch the news, we look at social media, we talk to friends, and we're inundated with all kinds of different opinions, different statistics, and it's hard to know what's what. In this parasha, we can glean some wisdom from another case of doubt. It's the case of Sotah, where there's a husband who is suspicious of his wife. And so the pasuk says, "Avad alav ruach kin'ah," a fit of jealousy comes over him, and he suspects hinitma, perhaps she in fact sinned and was unfaithful to him, or it could be that avad alav ruach kin'ah v'kinet ishto v'hi lo nitma. Perhaps he's accusing his wife, but she in fact is innocent, and he doesn't know what to do. And so he's in a quandary. On the one hand, if he falsely accuses her, that's a terrible thing to accuse an innocent person, and that might really harm their relationship going forward. On the other hand, if she really is guilty, then she has to be brought to justice. You have to do something about this. You can't let such behavior go on. And so what's the advice? The advice is, husband, don't take it into your own hands. You might do something rash. It might be the wrong decision. Rather, bring it to the Mishkan, bring it to the Kohen, the wise people there, the judges there. Hopefully, they will discuss it, they will review it, investigate, and bring it to a peaceful resolution. If not, there's always the ritual of the Sotah that will resolve it. But the hope is that you don't get to that ritual, and you can figure it out when people put their minds together and the experts come in. So I think this is a great lesson for us as we read one news source and it says this and that, and we're dealing with really matters of life and death. If we're dealing with inequality or police brutality, and we want to know, are police in general, are they really many guilty or very few, a few rotten apples, or is it somewhere in the middle? What's the right statistics? What is the cause of inequality and problems in the judicial system? Are there real problems? Who is to blame? Is it the laws? Is it the government? Is it people's prejudices? What is the cause of these problems, and how can we be of help? Well, we can't find a solution until we can accurately understand the problem. So we can learn from Sotah a couple of things. Number one, don't just jump to one conclusion or the other, just based on a fit of suspicion that one has, and just trust one source or one friend that happened to told you something because it's convenient. At the same time, don't just give up and say, well, I'm not going to investigate it at all. I'll just leave things be because there are real problems that need solutions. Rather, the answer is go and take the steps to go to experts in the field, just like you would if you needed medical advice and you had one doctor saying do surgery and the other saying don't. You'd go and ask around, you'd investigate. If you were buying a stock, you'd go and ask experts and figure out what it is. Even if they say opposite things, you use your mind and figure out what it is. And so I think the advice here is that when we are living in unprecedented times and confusion and a lot of doubt, it's up to us. It's our responsibility to educate ourselves from all different sources, to go to the experts and figure out what really is going on. We're not experiencing everything that all the people are experiencing across the country and around the world, but we have to be sensitive to it. We have to reach out and we have to figure out what it is. And hopefully then we won't need to come to a violent ritual to solve the problem, but we'll be able to tackle the problems head on and come to peaceful and positive resolutions. I wish everybody good health and be safe. We're very happy. We're going to be opening the Knis for the first time this Shabbat in a couple of months with many minyanim. I hope you will all join us. We wish you a very, very peaceful Shabbat Shalom.